It was a perfect summer day when Lily and Sarah decided to take a trip to the beach. The sky was clear, the sun was shining, and the breeze was just right. They packed their bags, making sure to bring sunscreen, sunglasses, snacks, and their favorite towels. The plan was simple: lie down on the warm sand, soak up the sun, and relax. What could possibly go wrong? As soon as they arrived at the beach, they found a perfect spot near the water, but far enough from the crowd. They laid out their towels, applied sunscreen, and stretched out, ready to relax. "This is exactly what I needed," Lily sighed, closing her eyes. "Just us, the sun, and peace." Sarah nodded, putting on her large sun hat. "Yep, nothing to worry about today." But as soon as they got comfortable, they heard a loud bark. Both girls opened their eyes to see a small dog running toward them, wet and covered in sand. Before they could react, the dog jumped right onto their towels, shaking off sand and water all over them. "Oh no!" Sarah shrieked, sitting up quickly. Her towel was soaked, and sand stuck to her sunscreen-covered legs. Lily couldn't help but laugh. Well, so much for peace and quiet. The dog's owner, an elderly man, came jogging over, apologizing. "I'm so sorry. He just gets so excited when he sees people." The girls assured him it was okay, even though their perfect spot was now a mess of sand and water. After cleaning up as best they could, Lily and Sarah decided to move a little further down the beach. They found a new spot, and this time, they made sure to place their bags and sandals in a safe spot away from the water. Finally, they settled down again, ready to enjoy the sun. For about 20 minutes, everything was perfect. The sound of the waves, the warmth of the sun, it was all so relaxing. That is, until a group of seagulls flew overhead, circling their spot. "Uh-oh," Sarah said, noticing the birds. "They're looking at our snacks." Lily sat up just in time to see one of the seagulls swoop down and grab a bag of chips from their picnic basket. "Hey, that's our food." The girls started laughing as the seagull flew off with the bag, the chips spilling out in the wind. "Well, I guess they were hungry too," Lily said, shaking her head. Lesson learned: never leave snacks out in the open. They decided to pack away the rest of their food for safekeeping. Once again, they tried to relax. But it seemed like the beach had other plans. Not long after, a volleyball came flying toward them from a nearby group playing a game. It landed right on Sarah's stomach, making her sit up in surprise. "Ow!" Sarah laughed, picking up the ball. The group of players came over, apologizing, and Sarah tossed the ball back to them. "Maybe this isn't the best spot either," Lily joked. "We're like magnets for chaos today." "Yeah, I think we're cursed," Sarah replied with a grin. They decided to move one more time, hoping to find a quieter corner of the beach. After a short walk, they found a more secluded area, away from dogs, seagulls, and flying volleyballs. The sand was soft, the waves were gentle, and it seemed like they had finally found some peace. They lay down again, determined to enjoy the rest of the day. But just as they were getting comfortable, Sarah felt something cold on her foot. She opened her eyes and gasped. "Lily, look." Lily sat up and saw what Sarah was pointing at: a tiny crab was crawling over Sarah's foot. Sarah jumped up, shaking her foot to get the crab off. "Why is everything happening to us today?" she laughed. Lily couldn't stop giggling. "At least it's just a baby crab. He probably thought your foot was part of the beach." They watched the little crab scuttle away back toward the water, still laughing at the ridiculousness of their day. "Well, I guess we can't say it's been boring," Lily said, wiping tears of laughter from her eyes. "Nope, definitely not," Sarah agreed. "But hey, at least we're making memories, right?" They decided to give up on the idea of relaxing and instead embrace the craziness of their beach day. They spent the rest of the afternoon walking along the shore, collecting seashells and laughing at all the little mishaps that had happened. They even took a dip in the ocean, letting the cool water wash away the stress of the day. By the time the sun started to set, they were exhausted but happy. They sat on the beach, watching the sky turn shades of pink and orange. "This turned out to be a pretty good day," Sarah said, smiling. Lily nodded. "Yeah, even with all the chaos, it was still fun." As they packed up their things and headed home, they couldn't stop laughing about everything that had happened. It wasn't the peaceful beach day they had planned, but it was definitely a day they would never forget.